Suck one dick, you're a dick sucker for life. Some of this shit need to go to balance.
What?
I don't want a man sitting this close to me.
We could have Nita sit right there.
No.
Welcome to Text with My Ex, the nosiest hour on Mark Zuckerberg's internet. I am your host, J-Rock. I'm the devil on your shoulder. You know me, my lady to my left. We got your girl Nita. What up, Nita?
What's up, guys? It's Nita, never the problem, although some may think I am.
This week, we got a special guest host. You might have seen her on the show before, but she came back to join us. She's on the other side of the table this time. What up, T?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, T.
T, how's it been since you joined the podcast?
It's been good. Good
to have you back.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we like to see you back nice and healed now. You know, you came on the show and we fixed all your issues. You're a well-rounded individual now. You're welcome. I'm going to send you a bill.
Okay.
This week's episode, we got another guest for you. Joining the show today, we got Leo. Leo is the host of the Balance Pod. What up, Leo?
Me, man. What's going on, man?
Nice to have you here, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Nice to have you here. While I got everybody here, I want you to click down underneath, like and subscribe to the page. Also, make sure you're checking out Balance Pod on our network. We all got a name for you coming soon, but we ain't dug into it all the way yet. We got you. So, right. Leo, what's been going on, man?
Man, nothing's been going on, man. Let's get down to it, man. Y'all done brought me here to traumatize me, man. I'm ready to get...
Traumatize or heal?
Oh, no, ain't no healing left.
You gotta let that go.
I tried the Wolverine, and man, it ain't happened for me, bro. It's over. It's only pain there.
We're gonna take a new approach.
Yeah, you ain't sat in our chair yet, man. That's what we do here at Text with My Ex. Text with My Ex, we like to get you back on the right track.
All right. Well, let's see what y'all can do, man.
All right, y'all. Y'all know why we're here. We about to get into this business. We're going to find out what happened with Leo in this relationship. Man. Leo, you ready?
No, but let's just do it, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming here. So
let's just do it, huh?
So let's get into it. So tell us about the relationship. How did y'all meet?
We actually met, man, in church pretty much, man.
Okay.
Oh, amen.
Yeah, in church.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, well, it was the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses, but for the purposes
of... your God is your God.
A spiritual house, okay?
It was a Christian place where we met.
Okay.
Yeah, so
who approached who?
Man, come on, you know I approached her. I keep it a little bit honest, man.
Our viewers don't know, so enlighten us.
Okay, so yeah, I approached her like most dudes. You know, I saw her, she caught my eye a little bit. You know, I kind of stalked her up a little bit. My sister was friends with her. I tried to get my sister to hook me up.
No.
She probably said I was too ugly, but it's all right. I made it work.
Your sister or the girl?
Man, my sister was was vicious, bro. That was my worst enemy. But both of them really, in the end. But no, seriously, you know, I approached her and we just kind of hit it off right from jump. She thought I was funny. You know, I put on every joke I had, every ounce of wit and everything. So
were you funny?
Google helped out.
I tried to be funny. I think I was
she
funny.
Laughing?
Yeah, she laughed, but that don't mean you funny though.
So she thought you was funny, and yes, that is one way you can laugh the way into a girl's pants.
That's the only way I've ever got something. It's funny, bro.
So what did you like about her? Well, other than how she looked.
You know what's funny, man? The things, I mean, yeah, she was cute, but the things I liked about her is the same things I like about other girls.
And that is titties.
You are. She had none of that. I mean, she is all right. She was standard issue, but no, she was very.
What's standard issue?
Yeah, standard issue.
What's that? Expound.
Standard issue is B cup and just like no ass.
What's wrong with B-cup?
I ain't say nothing was wrong with standard issue.
Oh, okay.
I like standard issue.
Obviously.
For a long time. It's funny because standard issue don't feel standard issue when you're in love with standard issue.
Absolutely.
Just
like a small penis don't seem like a small penis.
Well, I wouldn't know that.
I'm just saying in general.
All right, good. But
she was representing for the ladies.
But no, she was. I mean, it wasn't nothing like fit. I mean, but I will say she was very pretty. Right.
Okay.
When we first got together, she was very pretty. But some of her qualities were way bigger than how pretty she was. She was very quiet, and I'm not just talking like without talking, but like she was very like cooperable. She always was willing to help me.
Hold on, pause. Cooperable. Okay.
Like she was willing to like if I start some task, she want to come help me. Like she was there like trying to help me with my goals. That's what I guess what I'm trying to say.
I don't feel like that. You used the right term.
Cooperable. All right.
But go ahead.
I don't know. We can have a semantic to discussion here.
Not with a lawyer. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. But no, she was very cooperable. And yeah, she just kind of made everything easy, pretty much. Yeah.
Nice.
So do you remember your first date?
Man,
Not the details of it, but like where was it and how did it go?
you know what's funny?
How much money did you spend on your first date?
That's okay. So I'll be honest with you guys. Like we were kind of like dating in secrets. So there was not like too much dating.
Why was it a secret?
Like, cause we was at the Kingdom Hall.
Okay,
you
so
couldn't
when
date when you were Jehovah's Witness?
Not like we was dating.
So y'all was
were you-
fucking.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, so yeah,
Y'all was messing around
it was kind of messing around.
through the halls.
So how would somebody know you was fucking?
Just quiet as a church
We
mouse.
got caught.
Y'all got caught fucking in the church?
No, we got caught fucking in the living room
In the living room of what?
of her mama house. Yeah,
So she told the church? The mom told the
yeah,
church?
mama told the church on me, man. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that like how it goes?
Well, her mama just wanted to see me burn in hell at that point. So
Rip?
right there. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so y'all get caught fucking. You know, y'all done met. Y'all
Yeah.
start fucking. Y'all get caught fucking.
Yeah.
Mom presents you to the church.
Yeah.
You gotta apologize to the church.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So at what point does this become a relationship?
You know what's funny? I mean, it was a relationship before that, and this is kind of odd. It's a little nuance, and I like every relationship have nuances. But even before we started fucking, before any of that, I think maybe because of the constraints of the church, right? Before we got together, right, before a kiss, before anything, her words to me was, we're dating or whatever, we're gonna be together to get married. Like she had a very like goal oriented process.
She had a
here.
plan.
She had a plan. So I was like, hey, I mean, my plan was to kind of get some. So I was just down with that. But no, I actually did like her too. So that was that's you gonna wave that red
So do
flag
you
at
think-
every dude then.
So do you think that you were down to date to get married because you wanted to, or it was something that she presented?
So I think it was a mixture, right? She wasn't like a full-fledged member of the church or whatever, but I was. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this was kind of like my mentality. Period. I don't want to make it seem like she like kind of. Go to put me
Right,
in this
I feel
mentality. But hey, there was some stuff going on before that. I was messing with girls I was not looking to marry too. So,
No doubt.
so it's kind of a mixture of both. But I must admit, hearing her say that was it was like cool. I'm down with something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely that would definitely be a turn on for me, especially if you see this greatness in this woman. You see that she's backing you in your dreams,
Mm-hmm.
and she also has a plan for y'all, not just her. Like I feel you on that. Like,
Yeah.
I would have been down too.
Yeah, it's almost like I think that there's this notion that girls don't want to scare dudes off with like some serious talk right at the beginning, and we hadn't did anything, no kissing, no nothing. I don't even think I held this girl's hand at this point. But if you're the right girl messing with the right dude, even looking like far into the future, the foresight is not gonna matter. Because she said that, I was like, all right, cool, dude, read my mind.
And on top of that, a lot of times it's how it's presented. Because some women will scare you off. You like
Like, I'd be scared off.
not even ultimatum. It's just like
Maybe the
hold
delivery.
Hold on,
Yeah.
man. It's too early for you to be talking about we gonna get married and have 3 kids. Like,
No, this is
child.
what I want. You kind of like establish like, hey, this is what I want,
It's like the delivery.
and
of it.
you can not want the same thing, but we can still be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So T, have you ever got in good with a guy early and let him know like, look, I'm 41. It's time for me to.
I'm not fucking 41.
Just gonna add it up.
No, but for real though, like, have you ever, or do you think you've ever ran a guy off because you got too serious too fast?
Oh, yeah, definitely ran a few off.
So how did that go? Like, where you had y'all just started talking and you was already talking relationship talk? Or?
I said we need to move in together.
Oh shit!
She was
How-
serious.
But it's crazy because he like was like, oh, it's too soon. But he was asking his friends, and they was like, nah. And in his mind, he like, but I'm like, what we waiting for?
He was asking his friends if y'all
Like,
should move in together.
like he was
he needed
like
his friends' approval.
Yeah, I know,
not
that's
not
crazy.
necessarily
That's
approval. He
weird.
was just
That's
like
crazy.
asking them, like, she asking like, but it was kind of soon, but it wasn't like he was a complete stranger. I feel
So
like,
what? If you feel,
but I felt that, yeah.
Mm.
But I don't feel like he was totally against it. I think it was more so a shock. Like, wait a minute, damn.
Had he
YOLO.
Had he given you any intentions that that was something?
Absolutely. He was already telling me he was in love with me. So what we waiting for?
Yeah, being in love.
So,
don't mean
yeah,
you gotta
why-
be in love next to each other?
Yes, we do.
Why not?
Yes, you do.
Prove it.
You tell me
You
you
really
love
don't
me. We
know.
go together. Like, what's
That
up?
part.
What's
We
up?
can go together and live in different houses.
No, we living together.
Oh, we go
mean,
together now?
in-house.
In-house, period.
Like, what we
Women, I think
what we
women like
T.
more in-house than guys.
We go together now? Oh, damn. I don't think that worked.
So what
It's
about,
like, why we playing?
so Nita, what about you? You would think you ever scared a guy off?
I think I
moving too
have.
fast?
Not moving too fast, but just like kind of being upfront with what I want in the future, and they're not taking it as the future. Like, you may not be this future person, but this is what I look forward to. This
It's
is what,
just
this
general
is the purpose.
conversation,
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
just
it.
general conversation.
But I think that's what the difference is. Like, you can have that conversation about this is what I'm looking for in the future,
Yeah.
rather than saying this is what we about to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Like,
so
that, that's
what
the
I'm
part that'll scare
I think
dude
that's
off.
what-
My
I
thing
think that's-
is, I feel like some guys, they just hear what you want and they're just scared, or they feel like since I'm having this conversation, that means you. It may not be you.
Yeah.
Because 5 minutes after me saying that, you might do some shit where I'm like, ugh, no.
It's
And
so-
you thinking, oh, she wants to marry a nigga. Not that.
It's so funny to me. It's so funny to me to hear a woman saying that men hear what they want to hear out of conversation. But let's continue
Yeah, I
on.
know, right?
It happens to all of us.
Stop
Thank
it.
you very much.
We keep it rolling, man. We keep it rolling.
All right, so things are going good now.
Yep.
Y'all done been presented to the church.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was kind of bad. I actually stopped going because of that, too.
That's so embarrassing.
What's that?
That shit
Telling people my business.
Like,
Why do I
Yeah,
have
I know,
to?
man.
I have one person to confess to, and that's a guy.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean,
That's in
their
that
faith is a
a
little
little
different.
Yeah, I know.
Public shaming is a part of it, so.
So where we at now? Y'all already, you're pursuing the next steps in your career. She's
Yeah.
backing you.
Yeah, so I was actually working. I was doing like a skilled trade. I was working as a technician. I was a cable guy. Let me just stop.
That was a skill trade.
I was a cable guy, and I ended up getting laid off. Right, so I guess I'm just gonna jump to like some of the highlights, a couple highlights. I asked everybody, right? So as soon as I got laid off, I started applying here, applying there. I applied to work at every union, every line worker, every like electrical, everything. And I end up getting a response back like, hey, you can come be an apprentice here. And all my family, take the job. And this is a highlight. I remember one time she was like, I don't care what you do if you want to go to school. Because this is where I was like torn in between going to school, which means I'm about to be broke for the next 4 or 5 years, or to go hurry up, take this job, and then make my $30-something an hour in a few years and just roll with that. She said, I don't care what you do. You make the right decision. I know you're going to make the right decision. If you want to go to school, that's cool, or whatever. And just her being able to like put my mind at ease to know that,
You got a partner.
yeah, so let me go to school with no problem.
That's
And-
what's up.
That,
I like that
that
for
can
you.
be big because so many women would have pushed you towards just gonna make that.
Yeah, it's gonna make that
$30
money,
Go get
man.
that check.
And the fact that she was able to navigate the situation at I'm assuming a young age.
Yeah. I think she was
very
like
wise.
18, 19 at that point.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow,
That's
that's
good.
impressive.
Yeah. I want to put it too, like, I'm not to take anything away from her, but I don't think it was like just this foresight, right? I think more so, which was more desirable than her even having the foresight, was just a complete trust in me and like a presentation of that complete trust in me
Right,
too.
yeah.
That's
So I think
important
that,
for women.
yeah.
All right, so let's get to the peak. When did this relationship peak? When are we at our highest in this relationship?
Damn.
How serious did it get?
So I mean, we eventually got married. So
Oh, that's pretty serious.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
How soon or late did you guys get married?
So what's funny? It took us 8 years to get married.
Oh wow, y'all was just in this.
No,
church
it
center.
took us more than 8 years to get married, but we was engaged for like 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why took you so long?
You had a
Well,
long engagement.
So at that time when we got engaged, I was like looking to go back to the church. You got to be married if you're gonna be going back to the church with messing with this girl. But then after, that's when I was working as a cable guy. So I ended up getting laid off before we could get married. So I was like, well, it's about to be a while. She didn't have a problem with it. Don't get me wrong, it'd be some pamphlets here for marriage, a little gifts here, registry pop up and stuff like that. But it did take us 8 years, and she didn't make like the 8 years bad. Well, at one point I remember we were on, and it's funny, she would say a lot of things that would just I would just put in the back of my head, and they would just remain true forever. She said, it's like year 7, we ain't married yet. And I said, man, we got to hurry up and get married so people can start saying you my wife and stuff like that. And she said, well, I don't really need, that's just paper. We've been together so long, I feel like I'm already your wife, right? And it kind of, it's Michigan, don't do that. don't do that. But what she was kind of establishing is the truth that I hold, that men really become married to their girl without the ceremony, without the X, Y, or Z. If anything would have happened to her at that moment, if she would have dumped me at that moment, I would have been completely devastated. Like, there was no difference between saying I do in front of 100 people versus not. Like, it was the exact same. And when she said that, it kind of I kind of stored it, even thinking about it as we were getting married. Like, oh no, this is the exact same.
Yeah, because the paper is for her mom and the IRS.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was going to say the contract. Like, we need this contract for certain things. I feel like women, like you said, you feel like guys kind of marry the woman prior to the marriage. Women do
for
as
sure,
well.
too, yeah.
A little bit sooner than you guys.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Definitely sooner.
Yeah.
You sound like you've been there before.
Sounded a little personal.
There's extra color in there. You got married before you got married before?
Yeah.
Like that.
Was he married to you, or were you just married to him? We're gonna stay out your business.
It's not your turn in a hot seat.
so
You get a
messy.
pass. Back to Leo.
All right, so Leo, y'all married. I'm assuming things are going pretty
Yeah,
well.
man, everything was going pretty good, man.
Right, so, you know why we're here. When does this thing start falling apart?
Bro, so let me tell you. I don't know. Damn, I need to take a break to get something to drink, man. All right.
No, drink some of this straight truth.
All right, so let me tell you, I'm not like, I guess I'm gonna keep it honestly. A lot of times, forget a lot of times. I think every time, especially in a relationship that goes a long time, long period, if it fails, I think the guy is responsible. Now, if it's not 100%, I don't know, maybe 90% at the lowest. But usually something has been happening where the guy has been leading the ship astray too long.
Where the hell did you lead the ship?
Okay. Astray.
Did you lead it to hell?
Polyamory, bro.
Polyamory.
What? In the marriage?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Do you think there's something wrong with that?
I ain't sharing dick. I mean, I guess I shared dick before, but I'm too possessive.
It was actually a little bit before, but it kind of like.
So why do you focus
I don't
on just sharing
want to
the
be
dick?
openly like sharing like in my face, like us living. No,
Okay.
I'm too.
So when you say polyamory,
Right.
what was the the dynamic of those relationships?
Well, in a polyamorous relationship like the one I have, you have somebody who's a solid dude, who's a masculine dude. I can mess with girls, and she can mess with girls.
Okay, so it was
Come on, now, don't play with me like that.
So did she take you up on that offer?
Yeah.
What if she wanted some sticks in the mix?
Look, don't play with me like that, all right?
What if she wanted some sticks in the mix?
Okay. Where I am sitting now, if that was the case, she can go have that. But we're just not together. That's it. That's the end.
That's not.
No, yeah.
So is y'all swingers?
No.
So how did this work? Was it in the household, or y'all just went out and found girls at strip clubs and came?
So sometimes it would be together, sometimes it would be apart. She had a very distinct taste that was much different than mine.
What was her taste? She likes studs.
Yeah.
No, not initially. Look, not
yucking someone's yum.
Hold on, though. Like, I think it's a difference. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a difference between polyamory and an open relationship.
Right.
Like, I feel like if it's polyamory,
yeah.
I feel like if it's polyamory,
It's a unit.
yeah, I
Y'all
think
living
it's
together.
somewhere.
Look,
not even living together, but
it's
it's
more
somebody
of
that's
all of it
constant,
happened.
that's a consistent
Yeah.
person.
Like
Well,
y'all go
yeah.
together. Three-way.
Kinda.
You seem like it's more of an open. Like we can stray here, we can.
So
stray there,
at the
as long
end
as
it
it's a woman.
became more open at the end, but it was together at the beginning.
So did she interact with the girl or girls?
But interaction, she brought them. What you talking about?
Oh wow. She was a recruiter.
This girl was a beast oh my God.
So tell me a scenario. This is interesting. Like it was like
I can't
y'all met
tell.
at Kroger.
Honestly, I would do it. I just can't do. I can't do that.
I mean, you don't have to like
I'll be.
just like dancing on?
Shit, I mean, look,
So
she
like
would just
y'all
bring
pick somebody
girls.
at Kroger? Like,
No,
I
she-
thought
no,
Kroger
never,
and,
no.
and all three.
No,
She
she-
vetted actual people.
She
that
vetted
would come.
people, yeah.
That she probably like knew. That
Yeah,
wanted
she
to
knew,
pussy.
yeah. That's, yeah. She would bait him over, and I would just sit there like, oh, hell yeah, okay, I'm just going to
But
sit.
you said you didn't like her taste. So what was her
I mean,
taste?
it wasn't, towards the end, it started getting a little odd.
She was just playing with you. What you think?
No, I don't think she was playing. I think she honestly liked these girls. And to be honest, a lot of times, and this is the danger with polyamorous relationships, a lot of times girls will start looking, or people will start looking for something that their partner is not providing in another partner. And that's like that's a rule you cannot break in the polyamorous relationship, because what that other person is providing is something you're lacking. When someone's providing something you're lacking, that's when emotions and attachment becomes involved.
But as I'm
I'm
listening to you though, it almost sounds like to me that she could have been bringing in people that she knew that you wouldn't like, so you wouldn't get attached to them.
Trickery.
No, I don't think so. I gotta be honest. I don't think that she was malicious. I don't think that she was conniving or cunning enough to do any of this type of stuff back in the beginning. To be honest, and this
Are
is
you
not
being
me.
naive?
We ain't never in the beginning.
No,
remember?
because-
we talking about where the
So when it
Vibes.
started opening up, like she's getting girls that she likes that I don't like, but not because of that. Like, I don't care. Go do what you're gonna do. And to be honest, the polyamorous relationship started off with some girl that she liked that I didn't like. So I told her just like go with that.
Of it is for y'all to both enjoy the person y'all bringing in.
Absolutely not.
Instead of being one sided.
Dude, listen, I'm gonna tell you, dudes in the
That sound
dudes in the
boring.
threesome. If you give that dude the option to have a threesome or to just smash that new girl, he's choosing smash that new girl alone.
No.
I would feel like
Hold on.
I feel like it should be a mutual
Smash that new girl
agreement.
alone,
Like,
bro.
No.
Threesomes is y'all both
because you're not bringing
agree.
nobody that I'm this
Exactly,
disgusted
not-
with,
yeah.
and I hope that I would not do
Exactly.
Well, I don't
It's
want to say
definitely
she
not.
brought people I was disgusted with.
The same. That's how you.
But like with a
No,
threesome,
well,
y'all
so-
both are mutually agreeing. Like, okay, you think she who you want to hit? Yeah, you think she?
So
okay,
she
yeah.
did start liking girls that was a little bit on the
heavy.
side.
So she like
Bro,
the stud.
And listen,
I'm not.
I really don't think you thought this all the way through.
Hit me with it, man.
I'm really thinking that she started bringing girls that she knew that you wouldn't like.
Yeah, I feel the same. I
So
agree with you, Jason.
first, she's not bringing the plethora of girls. To be honest, it's not. So more so, if I'm going to be honest,
She like young MA, and you did.
Yeah,
she was. Oh my God, she would devour young and man. But it's funny because she was like a little dainty girl until like girls would come around, and then she just become like a monster. But
That was her alter ego.
yeah, but like she would do. So she, most of the times, it would be me just getting some girl. And then she would be like, okay, cool. Well, you want me to go to my mom's house? You want me to do this? You want me to do that? She would clean the house and all type of shit like that. That's what most of it was.
You having fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fellas out
This
there.
sound like the most boringest ass poly relationship I ever
Excuse me,
heard.
ma'am.
For a woman, because it's no excitement.
Excuse me, ma'am. Fellas out there. I feel you. Leo ruined this for all of us.
I'm not a guy, and I agree.
Leo
Yeah.
ruined this for us, brothers. He ruined it for us. But let's get back into it. So how did the polyamory start in destroying the relationship?
Well, what happened is, in a polyamorous relationship, right? There's always a risk that somebody will become attached. That could be either of the partners in the relationship, or somebody outside can become attached to one of the partners. And when this happens, when someone from the outside become attached, especially just to one of the partners, their whole goal becomes to like root a wedge in between the partners. And so that began to happen, right? So I started seeing this girl. First, I didn't like her messing with this girl at all. This girl was a big ass girl.
So she was a MIA.
And nothing against. I don't hold no grudges against anybody in
You
this.
just don't. You like what you like.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Well,
There's nothing wrong
I'm about to get into it. So I'm like, so she started like acting a little weird, right? And I don't want to say she's acting super weird, but this is.
Your lady or the.
No, I didn't interact with that girl at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my ex started acting a little weird. So I was like, man, let me let me check her damn phone. And I go on that phone and it's all type of look, look, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Please don't go through my phone.
Yeah.
But in there, it's
Not
all
this
type
grown
of.
age.
This was a while back, but he this, he that. He's this abusive. He cracked jokes on you. He abusive because of that. He financially abusive. A bunch of things of this outside person, rooting his wedge.
It's
she-
saying that to your woman.
Yeah.
How the
So
hell
she-
does
she
she know all
really-
these things about?
Well, not she doesn't. But people have a goal in mind.
She's trying to pull your woman.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Did it work?
Well, I mean, in hindsight, if we're gonna jump far ahead into the story, I mean, maybe technically it worked, but that wasn't what did most of the
That was a
damage.
seed planet.
It was a seed planted, yes. It was showing vulnerability, right? Because the seed that was planted was that I'm abusive. Right?
But how can an outsider person convince your wife?
What you
that-
mean?
Once
She
you
don't
get an
even know.
idea in your head, anything that
That's
he
crazy.
can do is
Right.
like boom, boom,
Yeah.
bling, wow.
Yeah.
I think that's just.
So
blinding
I'll
people.
give an example, right? So she was saying
wanted her out.
I was abusive because my ex had like these square feet, right? So I used to always talk about her square feet. Well, apparently you talk about somebody's square feet, that's abusive.
You're just an asshole. That's not abusive.
Yeah.
I know, right? So I'm like, I don't
But
even
you
know.
married
that-
her square feet, so obviously you like
Yeah,
it.
no,
so,
it was abusive. So that's the type of situation we're talking about here. So
Twisting your actions and your words.
yeah, that was like one of the first seeds right there. More so than the polyamory. I think the polyamory just removes all tokens of like retries, like because now if they don't like you no more, they have all these excuses like, well, I didn't feel this polyamory was fair. I didn't like this. I didn't like that. Remember that time I did? I think all the guilt or all the retries when work needs to be done in a relationship are removed from when you participate in polyamory.
I think what it could be though is she may have looked at the polyamory as you were enough for me and I did this to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I did this for you,
yeah.
and you turn around and abuse me talking about my Daffy Duck feet.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Jason, you're being very abusive.
Ain't my
Wow.
I mean, it ain't mine either.
Wow.
So now we're talking about demise here. So
Right.
give us a little feed into how.
So
this
I
thing
mean, to
started
be
with-
honest, man.
You
So
let Emma take your.
she took my bitch, man. But no, so I
your
think
young lady,
I'm sorry.
well, your woman, your wife.
not that bitch. Listen, I think men need to provide 4 things in a relationship, right? And that's protection, provisions, guidance, and fun.
Agreed.
Right. So,
Period.
well, so I had 2 big problems. I did have somebody pass in my family, and then COVID came, and so what ends up happening is we're trapped in this house for like 2 years during COVID. She's trapped in the house for 2 years with a dude that's like severely depressed, and I think.
And on top of that, she already has some bad seeds planted
But
for young MA.
right, so but I think those don't take root to later. What I'm really trying to get at
No,
is,
they're festering.
well, I honestly don't think so. I think what's really going on is the guidance is removed because the guy. Well, I'm not going to be able to provide guidance when I'm open
You're
around the
just there.
house. Yeah, can't really focus too well. Just let you and people who suffer from depression understand that. The number one symptom is just fatigue. You just lay there, malaise. You can't really do anything. So that's going on, and then the COVID got everything shut down. So fun is out of the question too. Like there's only so many things you can do around the house, so many times. So not trying to take any accountability away. In fact, what I would go on to say is that if you're in a long-term relationship and you're a guy, you cannot afford to be depressed. Everybody's suffering from COVID, from the effects of COVID.
Yeah.
Everybody didn't get divorced, right? So there's some way to make it through, like where one of those legs that a man is supposed to provide can go down. But if you have 2, you're probably going to fail. And I think the depression what's that one thing.
So did you ever seek any help for your depression?
Oh, well, yeah, eventually later. I mean, to be honest, though,
Like at what point?
like after.
I was gonna say after.
Yeah, because you don't
So
even know.
you didn't feel like did you feel like you had a problem? Did you feel like it was depression?
Yeah.
Was
Well,
it
no, I didn't feel like it was
time?
depression. I just knew it was something wrong.
So you didn't
Yeah.
feel like it was important to get help while you was in the marriage?
Well,
Did you recognize?
I didn't
depression?
recognize that even if someone would have said that I had depression,
So you didn't feel
I didn't.
like you
Well, goddamn.
Jesus.
She's really acting like Drea. Good stand-in. Good stand-in.
I was about to throw the damn cup at her.
I know. Turn that shit off, man. Like, turn that shit off.
Am I still getting fired?
Well, we have one less replacement option.
No.
You can say that.
All right.
So, at any point, did you ever feel like, I'm going through this thing and it's causing the demise of my relationship, but my partner isn't aiding me in coming out of it?
So and this is the thing, I did not recognize it as like severe depression, right?
Right.
I didn't understand what it was. I just know I'm just mopey all the time. I get I don't want to say fits of anger, but I just wasn't myself, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. So I couldn't really categorize it. Plus,
So was this your first time experiencing depression or?
well, yeah.
It seems like you kind of were going through depression and grief, saying that you were angry.
Well, it was depression that was caused by grief.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was just not knowing how to make it through these emotions, and then if you let them just fester, they just become depression.
Yeah, it was just a very traumatic point in your
Yeah,
life.
yeah, basically unconfronted grief became depression.
But I mean, you know yourself better than anybody. You didn't say, okay, something's wrong. I'm going through a chemical imbalance.
Right. No, I didn't.
Find out. Let me try to figure out what's going on.
I couldn't have told you that. No, I didn't. I couldn't have told you that.
Did you feel like you was in denial?
No, I don't feel like I
recognize it.
I didn't. Yeah, I just didn't recognize it. But but let me just say, even if I would have known, if I would have been clinically depressed, here's your sheet, slid it over. I wouldn't have known that you, as a man, you can't afford to be depressed in a long-term relationship. That's something new to me. Even the knowledge of that.
I feel like that's not fair.
I don't
I feel
think
like everybody goes through I feel like that's a lot of pressure on a man.
Yeah, I don't feel like you can't afford to be depressed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that with everyone, you can't afford to not recognize it at a certain point in your life.
Yeah.
Once it becomes a detriment to, your family structures, your daily living, then it's unaffordable to just seek in it. Even though, like you said, well, you have an excuse, you didn't recognize it.
Right. Yeah.
But I appreciate the two women on this panel addressing that. But I'm also going to say to her, not just to her, but to women in general, because this is a common issue. You know, men are going through it. There's a responsibility onto her as well, though, to even, because obviously something traumatic has happened in this man's life.
Yeah.
You have an obligation to help your man pull through this and not just dump it on him.
Yeah.
You got to do something.
Yeah, and let me be fair to her, right? So this was an ongoing thing, and this is kind of a problem with something being unrecognized, is that it takes something drastic for you to recognize it. And even some of the symptoms I was suffering was not just malaise; it was getting worse and worse and worse, right? So, but I'm not going to say that she was flawless here. I think that if you do recognize that your guy's going through something mentally, I think it's a natural response to be all right, man, it's time for me to abandon ship. But if you're going to be a stand-up woman, a stellar woman, it's not going to abandon ship.
Let's get into the breakup.
Boom,
what was the breakup?
So, man, the breakup was just so odd, man.
Left your ass while you was depressed.
Oh, for sure.
Wow.
Which, of course, I didn't get out of depression till it was over.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't even recognize it.
Are you out of it though?
Yeah, I'm out of it now, but man, it wasn't okay, well, the relationship's over, now I got to get better. The relationship over has a crazy toll on men, especially when men, especially when they have been in a relationship for so long. Like, it just gets worse and worse and worse as far as the damage that can be done to him.
So how did it get better after the relationship was over?
That's such a good question. How do men cure depression? Well, the number one way, and the best, almost only way I found, is going to the gym.
I hear a lot of men say that, like,
women as well,
gym
though.
is their therapy.
Okay, let's get
It's
out
an
of the
outlet.
balance pod and get back to Text with Mike. Tell us about the breakup.
Boom, man. So let me tell you, she acting weird, man, and I could not put my finger on it.
What's
Weird-
acting weird?
So I don't know how to describe it, but every nuance, not every nuance, every neuron in my brain is telling me, like, bro, something going on. She's acting weird. The attention is kind of being diverted. It's kind of hard for her to show interest. I play music, so she don't really care about me playing no more. She don't want to hear the shit I'm playing. I'm like, what the
So
hell
the
is?
woman's
Like
intuition was kicking in.
Yeah, man. I'm like, girl, let me tell you something. Something is off. So boom.
I just got a good feeling.
So look, but I can't find nothing, and I'm gonna tell y'all. Look, my undergrad is electrical engineering. I was in everything. I had every password. I didn't check the phone. I did everything, but I can't find nothing.
FBI.
But listen,
Wow.
I got down to the point where I was checking the packets that was going through the router. Like, man, she gotta be, something is going
You running
on.
trace routes?
Bro, I did it. It was
So, yeah,
crazy,
Miami,
bro.
She was eating it.
But I could not
to the
figure
tooth.
it out.
Until.
Bro, one day,
Miami caught.
long story short, bro, it turns out that she was
Well, young Miami.
sexting some dude in a video game.
Oh.
Is she 13? You know She done found cyber love on the headset.
Oh my
It was so
God.
embarrassing, bro.
You think?
I'm embarrassed for you.
It was like
Secondhand
it was like one of them zombie games, some free games that they come up like in the middle of like an ad or some shit.
You was dead and she found the dead. Another
Listen,
deader, nigga.
This was so bad.
There must be
Oh my
some like women's group chat, because I remember
Oh, God.
I was kicking it with this girl. You know, she had a live-in boyfriend or whatnot, but we would only talk on the chat in the
Shut
space
your
game.
ass up, nigga.
I bullshit you not. Like, whenever we wanted to talk, it would be on the space
Oh my
game, in the
goodness.
chat on the space.
I had some friends like that I would talk to on like it was like a pool game.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I developed some friendships
Yes.
on the pool game during COVID though. Interesting.
So
These
what's-
people weren't my friends. They was sliding on their V's.
Yeah, so listen, so where's your secret place where you go to? I
got
love the
something.
devilish grin.
She got something. She's trying to keep that secret.
I mean, I said never the problem.
That's not a problem if you're getting away with it.
I don't think I'm pretty open. Like wherever,
Well, so he can talk to you wherever,
whatever
ain't
you
no-
want, I'm on.
because ain't no man checking your phone anyway.
Period.
I don't think so.
Man, I wasn't
And
the
I'm
phone
so
checking
loose with
type
the phone.
either.
I leave my phone everywhere.
Yeah, me
Everybody
too.
got my
Yeah.
passcode.
Yeah.
No, I ain't
Whatever
giving out
happens, happens. I
passcodes.
don't
But
think-
Look
I mean,
though.
So what? T, what's your
Oh my bad.
what's your secret cheat move?
I don't have a secret cheat move. I'm
You
just
just
gonna do
cheating
what I
up.
want to do.
Ooh, toxic.
You find out. You find out.
Look, man.
Ooh, so
Well, why has to be cheating?
because we
It was
talking about
serious
being
shit,
in a
man.
relationship.
Okay.
Listen, man.
Yeah. Okay.
But I ain't cheat if it's necessary. I'm not a cheater, but I have cheated.
Suck one dick, you're a dick sucker for life.
I don't agree. I don't know.
So boom, look,
So
man.
okay, you find.
I do. I have to do the
They
research.
sexting.
They
not-
sexting,
okay.
man. They
On the video game.
I want to do this, and I'm not reading any of this, right? I just see she messaged something weird, so I question her about it. She come clean and everything, and I go ballistic, man. I can't, I'm going
Abusive.
crazy, man. Yeah, I was
You
super
part of
abusive,
the
man.
sexting.
Give me that.
To a zombie
First,
on the internet.
First, I was like, bro, okay. What I'm about to say to you is it was so odd. I'm expecting like, oh damn, she's sexing. I'm expecting like LeBron James or some shit, bro.
Were you really?
Bro, it was really like a dude who was like 50 something who was crippled from war and across the country, bruh.
No,
They
that's
had an
not-
intellectual.
that-
with
yeah, I was
old
gonna say
niggas
that.
at.
It wasn't that he was 50 and crippled across the country. He was available and listening.
Exactly. And so soon as I saw, so if it was LeBron James, I could have been accepting of it. Soon as I saw it was like, you know, the dude from The Office, I was like,
They're funny.
Instantly, the first words that came out my mouth was,
This bitch.
"This is my fault, bro. This is my fault."
that's
I
big
was
of you.
like,
Accountability
Oh,
at
yeah.
its finest.
because
Yeah.
it was just too odd. Like if I could have seen, like if the man had some dreads or something like
But
that,
honestly,
super tall,
that's-
ripped body.
Honestly, that's not odd because
Yeah,
when you are only communicating with someone,
yeah.
you know, through a phone or an app or something, your imagination and that connection is way deeper than physical attraction.
Right, for sure. And I understand that, but I knew what I didn't know from that point was how seriously endangered the relationship was at that point.
Oh, you in the red zone, baby.
Right, listen, I had no idea the difference between, you know, so like I could have messed with Megan good. It would have never left, right? But her just sexting some weird cripple.
And you so focused on this person being weird
Because
when
that's
he
what
was her
men focus
everything.
on. That's what men focus on though. Like I'm like, well, let me see what he look like. Let me see X and Y and Z, and I see the dude, and I'm like, oh my god.
Wait, you asked to see him?
Yeah, I mean, even if she wouldn't,
The FBI investigated.
I had.
Why
the
did you
phone in
want to
my hand.
know what he looked like?
I just wanted to see. I like, to be honest, I
wanted to
wanted
get his
to.
feelings hurt.
I wanted
So
to
she
see.
cheated up, you
I
would've been
wanted
cool?
to see.
So,
All right, fuck it. So what I wanted to see is if she was getting catfish. Like if she would have oh yeah, this is him, and then she would have showed me some Tyson Beckford.
And some
Right,
shit didn't
then I
add
would've-
up.
Guess
Yeah,
what?
you
She
can
didn't
live
give a
through-
fuck.
I
Right,
can-
you
I
can live through that if a
know.
nigga tricked her.
I know, but it was just him and his walker or whatever, and I'm like,
He's
So
so
at
hard
this-
about.
no, he ain't had no walking.
So at this
God.
point, I mean, I have to imagine at this point you are. I don't even have a word for it. You are stunned, petrified.
It's
in a
impossible.
daze.
It's impossible to describe the emotions, the whirlwind. Not just that. She also all right, well, bye, I'm leaving too. So the crazy, all of that just hit me. Like, first it's like, I didn't think this girl was capable of this. First, I didn't think she was capable of that. Second, puzzles and zombies. Third is and you leaving? And it was just crazy. Then fourth, and this is the hardest part, I think this is the kettle. I think this is the spark to the kettle. Or I can't remember how that saying go.
That
She,
ain't it.
she took the kids too.
Oh, y'all had kids.
Yeah, bro.
So I mean, naturally she. Yeah, I'm glad you still got it. I mean, I feel like naturally she's going to take the kids. Not too many
I
times
agree.
is the woman going to leave the kids.
I think that there is an
If she
adjustment
left the
point.
kids.
Hell no, them kids, man. They be running this house, man. They be setting up by now.
But yeah, I can feel you though, because you feel like after everything y'all been through, she picked your family up and walked your family out of your life.
Big time, bro. That's like you almost don't realize how much time you're spending with the kids just being there, right?
Yeah.
And it takes a second for it to start creeping up on you. You start investing emotionally in your kids. Like, I don't know, about a 1 year old, right? Obviously you love them. You have a sense of duty to protect you. No, it's not immediate for dudes. Well, not for me, it wasn't immediate. Where I would go to them when I was feeling like a particular way. And this may have been because I was battling it with depression.
Okay, yeah.
I would go to them to treat, just for a quick boost.
Dopamine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Then they gone. And it's just me in the house.
Yeah, because how dare she connect with this man over this internet?
She's all right. Bye, Crip.
Yeah, after he done bought all these women and had sex with them and all.
How dare her?
I know she did not.
It was hard, bro. It was tough.
Left you
It was hard.
Left you by your lonesome after you had a field of bitches.
Yeah, bro. I know. And then COVID took all them hoes away too.
So tell us what you think you could have did about this. Like, how could this have not gone so far?
Um,
Despite your
With the Leo.
disease.
Yeah.
So it's not no inspire. I think you have to address the depression. And everybody
But that
knows.
wasn't the only factor that caused this break in the relationship.
Yeah, I think even
Right.
though
Everybody knows it's a bunch of things, right? It's always many things, but it's always one big thing too. And if it's the one big thing I can point to, it is depression. In fact, I saw her. You start digging through everything. You looking for ways, like especially right when it's over. You looking for ways to hurry up and repair it. Trying to get back to normal. And one post kind of shocked me. Even before anything happened, before the game, before any of this, she started saying things like, "I used to have a husband, but now I have a psych patient," or something like that.
oh, wow.
Damn, that
Right.
was
An attack.
Well, but she's not saying it. She wasn't saying it to me, right? But
No,
this
she
is
sent it
kind
to
of
you.
well, it
I'm
wasn't
like, well,
for
who
me.
she said it to?
I think she sent it to some girl or something like that. Or
You
something.
still
she's
going through the
saying
damn
about you,
phone?
though.
She's saying right at the end for sure. But what is more indicative is that she's seeing decline in mental health, and she's also not attracted to it.
But so you don't feel like she has fault because she recognizes it. Initially, you
Yeah.
said that you didn't think she recognized it, but she recognizes it.
Oh, she
didn't give a fuck.
recognized it
Yeah,
for
she
sure.
didn't give a fuck. That was her out.
No, I don't think it's fair. I don't think women should have to deal with a man's mental health.
No one has to deal with anyone's mental health, but as a partner, it is my duty to try to give you the resources that you need, and I to try to help you. Now, if you don't want help, you reject trying to get yourself better, then that's when it becomes, okay, I'm out. I'm done.
No, I mean I can understand that. As far as like, do you have a duty as a spouse to try and help them? But also, just like I didn't recognize that I was depressed, I don't think even you two right here recognize it when you're with a depressed guy, how you will become unattracted. I think that sneaks up on women just like depression snuck up on me.
I feel like
To a certain extent.
yeah, to a certain extent, I feel like it depends on where I'm at. Sometimes I'm in a selfish mode, so I don't want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I could just, take it as you're not giving me what I want,
Yeah.
as opposed to you have a problem.
I think
I dealt with
what you
somebody with depression, so
I deal with I have episodes myself, so I definitely can recognize it. But like I said, it depends on where I'm at.
I think what you may have missed is while early on she was okay with the polyamory or the open relationship.
Yeah.
I think at some point it began to wane on her and she wasn't
No.
okay with it anymore and she didn't know how to cut it off.
No, so I'll tell you first. So two things about that. First, I was the one. Man, to be honest, you understand, right? You get a certain age, like 30 years old, something like that, man. Fucking for sport, bro. That is just vapious. You do not care about it. It's not fun. And if you're married, you're not trying to really establish no relationship. I kind of let them go, man. I mess with them if I mess with them. She would say, "Where's your hose at?"
But, you getting on her nerves.
No,
she needs somebody else to tap in.
not because I'm getting on her nerves. Like, she was excited about me having girls. She was into that. So she would ask me about that at intimate moments. She would want me to describe.
An intimate moment. So do you don't think that was like manipulation or? So I honestly, like, sometimes I do or ask the things to make me to put those triggers in my head to not fuck with you, to push so I can be able to push away from you.
This was long before she's pushing away.
But you don't know that.
I definitely know.
You don't.
You don't.
Women
Listen.
women plot.
Yeah.
Women plot, and we listen.
Before
when she left you, she probably was gone years before that.
yeah.
Maybe, but this was years before that. Like, she's done things when asking me to get hoes that I've never heard. Look. Some things I can't talk about because they just too bad. Right? But she's not only stayed in like extremely bad points, but it, like, supported me like in extremely bad points where anybody would have the ability to leave. Anybody should leave in situations like that.
She didn't feel the way she felt at that moment.
Well,
she still liked
what I'm
you.
saying is that but before that moment, she's not pushing me away. If she's like enamored with me and staying with me,
Exactly, she's enamored with you, so she doesn't feel how she
and
felt.
during the enamoration, she's asking me where your hoes at.
But it's I can ask you a question and ask you this 5 years later. When I asked you this, I really meant it. When I asked you this, is to get disgust out of you.
She didn't ask me 5 years later. While she was enamored with me, she's asking me where the hoes at. Where your hoes at? Go get you some hoes. That's what she said. Now later on, she's not asking me that. Okay. In fact, later on, I'm saying like, I'm saying like, do you want to keep doing this? And she's saying, no, I don't want to do it no more. And I'm like, good, cut it off. We're done with it. Instantly. But no, she was actually attracted to that.
All right. So
man.
you confront her about,
yeah, man,
the 50-year-old crippled dude.
Yeah, man.
She leaves. She take your kids.
All that, man.
What happens next?
I did what everybody shouldn't do. Tried to fix it. I tried to work on it.
Everybody shouldn't do.
You shouldn't do it, man. So
why not?
Because if a woman leaves you, she's done. And the best you can do for it to not be done is to just go away. And maybe she'll come back, maybe she won't, but that's your highest thing.
No, but a woman wants to know that her man is gonna fight for her.
Yeah, and then once you do that, then she's okay, good. I know that now. Time to go.
I'm so mad at this
Not
shit because
necessarily.
these two motherfuckers just 30 minutes ago told us ain't no spinning the block.
I didn't say that.
I've never been married before, so when
I
I'm
never
saying
been
in a
married.
marriage, yeah, I want you to fight for me in a relationship. How do I know that you really genuine about how you feel about me if I'm not worth fighting for?
If I'm fresh out, first of all, show me something.
Exactly.
Because if I didn't walk down the block, there's still a chance.
Motherfucker, don't test me.
Right.
Listen, I could be almost closing the door. I move slow. I'm a tortoise, so you got hella time.
So
Yeah.
to fix
You
it.
straighten up. Oh, I'm coming back, baby.
listen,
Let's work it out.
You a tortoise and I'm a Taurus, motherfucker. Don't put no ultimatums in front of me because I'm
Not an ultimatum. Just show me what you want.
no. I showed you what I want and you still walked out. Why you think I'm supposed to chase you as you walking out? If
I
you don't want to
be
be
a
here,
chase. You can walk slowly.
because why you walking out?
Why is you walking out?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Where you going?
Are you here? But I don't know this. I don't feel this. So prove it.
When you prove
Is there
it,
something wrong with proving
when you
that
prove
you want
it,
your woman?
it gets worse. That's what happens.
No, it's not. It's
feel like
worse when you proving to somebody who just want their ego stroke.
And that's what women
And
who
that's what it
leave
feels like.
are.
That's what it feels like to a man. Like
Let your ego go and stroke your woman's ego.
And watch
Exactly.
how fast she started running.
Not
When women
necessarily.
say I'm done, like I want to go away, blah 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 blah, anything like that, it's only gonna get worse if you try to fix
You
it.
feel like it's just a woman wanting to one up a man at that point.
Well, I don't know if it's one and up, but when she's done, she's done. She's ready to be over it.
But you know how many
It's better
times
ways to one up a man than
Yeah, but you know how many times I done said I'm done and really
it
didn't.
wasn't.
exactly.
And want
Stop
you to
fucking-
chase me for I can
Exactly.
be
Stop playing with me.
comfortable, not comfortable, for I can have confirmation that you really say you mean what you say.
Well, just ask that. Why are you playing
But you
games?
Or I'm
can't. You
saying I'm-
still ask, but you're not showing. Like
Put
I
it
can
back
ask
up.
you a whole bunch of things,
Exactly.
and if your actions not showing me what your words is saying, how do I know?
Listen, if you can't listen to the words I'm saying and trust the answer that I give you, we don't need to be together anyway.
But if your
What if
actions
your
is
words ain't
saying
matching
your
up?
actions, then how can you not credible to me? So now I'm
if he's
I'm
not
questioning you.
if he's not credible to you,
No.
why are you with him?
Exactly. That's why I'm walking out.
But you just said you walking out for him to come chase you.
No, but if
You confused.
No, I'm not confused. What I'm saying is, you can tell me what I want to
Back
hear.
off her. Just relax.
If you
I'm
telling
sure
me what I want to hear, but you not backing it up with your actions, then
Man,
I don't take you
did
serious.
all that.
I'm not taking you serious
It was
because you
over.
just talk.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. If you don't take him serious, why are you putting him through this test?
I'm not gonna put you through a test if I
You just
already
said-
feel like that
If you want to prove it, prove it. If
Yeah.
you don't, let me go.
Exactly.
But don't talk shit behind my back.
But don't
It was over, man.
Don't tell me that you're leaving because you want me to chase you.
Exactly.
And also tell me that you don't believe what I say. Like it's got to be one or the other.
At that point, if I'm already know that you full of shit and you just telling me what I want to hear and you not backing it up with your actions, I don't want you to chase me.
Okay,
At that
I was about to
point.
say like, no, if I feel like you're full of shit, then
Yeah, it's no
a wrap.
chance.
But
Yeah.
if there's a
If I feel like you're
disconnect,
trying,
if there's a disconnect,
Yeah.
then try.
Yeah.
But because of misunderstanding.
Y'all just went in the whole circle. Okay.
no, it's two separate. It's two separate
Y'all
things.
ended up by saying that if I feel like you're full of shit, I don't care what you say, and that's what she was
Right,
at.
and you're gonna leave. But if I feel like you're
Well,
trying,
No, I feel like if there's a disconnect in the relationship, if you full of shit, you full of shit.
If
Ain't nothing
Exactly.
can change
Exactly.
that.
That girl leave that house, it is over. I don't care none of that mumbo jumbo. Disconnected. I'm down the street 2 steps out.
Depending on the circumstances.
It is, the circumstances is her feet out the house. If they are, that's it. Game is over. And to be honest, it's nothing you can do about it.
Out the door, game over.
And I'm
Point
talking
period.
about this. We got kids and everything. Like I didn't went to school. She stayed with me. I was super broke, obviously. Still, poop done. It is nothing you can do. It's nothing.
That's true.
All right,
You know your lady.
All right, so you try to get her back. What happened?
Man, that shit just got worse and worse and worse, man.
It got worse on whose part?
I mean, like just the relationship just declined, right? So I mean, I signed up for the counseling. That shit didn't work. The counseling just became like just a like beat on me session.
You signed
so you
up.
got-
You signed up for grief counseling, or you signed up for relationship
Counseling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you, in addition to the relationship counseling, did you do individual counseling?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only way to like. Well, that in addition to working out, you just gotta go lift weights to get through depression
blow
as
it
a
off.
man. Because I was seriously depressed at that point. At that point, like my mom didn't want to leave the house and stuff like that. And I mean, like after a while, you like when you depressed like that, you don't be washing up, all type of crazy stuff.
I ain't never been that depressed.
No comment.
Listen, I'm talking when you're serious. Like I was depressed before, but after I was suicidal
I
after
was
a while.
about to say, I was.
Were you having intrusive thoughts, or were you truly suicidal?
Truly suicidal, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like it really bad.
Yeah, because now that I think about it, you do have this, whatever the traumatic experience was, and now also you have this traumatic experience of your marriage not working out.
Yeah.
So
And the kid and the
I do
the
apologize for
kids,
saying
the kids
breathing
get you,
multiple
bro. The
things.
kids is what gets you, bro. Right, the them just being out of the house, just gone. You can't go over there. All type of stuff like that. And that's what really gets you. Because I mean, like even with the depression I had from the grief, I can be like, all right, whatever, bitch. I'm about to give me another one, right? I mean, you old anyway. I could just make up something in my head, but you can't do that with your kids, bro. Yeah. You cannot it's no alternate nothing that you can do with your kids being gone.
No replacing your nut.
So was there ever a point where you felt like she used your kids against you?
Man, hell yeah! What you talking about? For sure, bro.
So why do you say that? Give us an example.
I mean, at one point, now this relationship is long gone. Whatever. I think she got some dude and all of that, and I'm cool with it, baby. That's you, right? I just want to bring my son a gift on his birthday. Nope, I'm not. You can't do this. Shit like that, man.
That's
yeah. So what happens is this, man. I think, and it's unfortunate for both parties. I think that the grass looks greener on the other side. Would you get out there and see? Oh shit, no, it's not. Right.
Never.
So then there's almost, I don't want to say bitter, but there's almost like you're the person who caused us to break up anyway. So I'm going to try my hardest to hurt you with everything. Right, and that's when it's like, well, damn, you left.
You're saying that from her, that you think that she's saying that you caused y'all to break up,
exactly.
Or you saying that you think she caused you?
I think that she thinks I caused us to break up, and so I'm just going to try and just destroy everything about you. I'm just trying everything wrong.
So you're saying that she got malicious in the breakup?
Well, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Okay, so we already know that she's trying to play your kids against you. She won't let you see your son on her birthday. Like at this point, I'm probably ready to fight her for you, but was there anything else that happened?
No, I mean, it's just the.
She's just playing the children chords and the
what's that?
Holding stuff over your head.
What's going on?
It's only one thing So
You
at that
cry?
point, no, this is pretty evil, man. I don't. Jason might choke me off this.
I love a little.
It's only one thing that you can do. I tried to say the relationship that didn't work. No, she didn't say that. Come on now. She can't say that.
So you said the only thing.
It's the only thing she can do, right? It's the only one thing a man can do. When it went all the way down, you didn't try to fix it. She don't want to fix it. She ain't want to fix it. Broke it down, whatever.
Let's move on.
No, there's only one thing that you can do when they start pitting the kids against you, and that's be a deadbeat dad.
Oh,
voluntarily.
You gotta be a deadbeat.
Square
dad.
up, bro.
Let's go, man.
I'm fighting.
So I'm being facetious a bit, but let me tell you, man, you have to not be, well, those are my kids, let me do this, because they only use that. When somebody is being malicious towards you and they're willing to use anything against you, you have to pretend that you don't care about anything. You can't pretend about shit. You can't care about shit.
I would listen to your argument right now if it was anything other than your kids.
Yeah,
It's okay. So, and this is the thing.
With that tactic.
And maybe she see this, maybe she won't. I begged to see my kids for like months, like 3 months, nothing. She won't let me do nothing. The second I said, all right, well, fuck, I'll tell them when they get older. Fuck you, right? Well, do you want to see them this weekend? And that's how it goes. Every time I say, whatever, you just go take care of them now. I don't even care no more. That's when she wants to let me see them.
Okay, I don't feel
But
like
now,
that.
but even now, right? I start seeing them. I pick them up every weekend. Nope. No kids.
I don't feel like that was saying.
And listen, it ain't
That's
never
okay.
a point where I don't care about my
Yeah.
kids.
No,
It's just
like,
pretense, you know.
I don't. Yeah, it's just like you're just like more so being malicious. Like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna put this on you when they get older. When they, I'm gonna put their traumas on you for not having a dad. Like, you're not.
Well, that's
You
where they
said-
belong, right?
You said what?
That's where their traumas should belong.
It is. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're saying that you're going to tell them this, and I mean, I don't know exactly how old your children are, but as a man who grew up without his father in his life, it probably would feel better now if I knew that my father fought to be in my life rather than just say, okay.
So yeah, I mean, okay. What do you mean fight?
So like, if I'm in your position, I'm pulling up.
Of course.
I'm knocking on doors.
Oh, I
doing
did.
whatever.
So then what do you? So I knocked on doors.
I'm knocking on the door, and I'm knocking again tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm documenting everything I'm
So-
doing. I'm having a paper trail.
Yeah, and then you get the restraining order, and then you just go to.
I had a restraining order because I was trying to be a father to my children.
Yeah, that sounds good and fine until you can't, practice law. Right?
Find a way around it.
I mean, like, and let me tell you, this person is very malicious at this point, and that would be glorious to them.
Did you ever go to court?
No, not yet, no.
Oh, so this is fresh.
No, and that's the funny part, man.
Why you
So
wait?
why we
Why
haven't been
you
in
wait
court?
so
Because if she
long?
wanted some chuck.
Because
whatever
I
it
don't
is.
want to pay alimony.
So he's wagging his tail because
I
it's
used
two
to-
sides of the gun.
Now, listen, I've told her, like, listen, if you want to get it, let's just go get this done. She don't want to get it done. Right? It's not fun out there. When you've been in a relationship that long,
But you're holding on to something that's non-existent.
well, it's not even that. It's not even. I don't think she's holding on like she wants it to go. I think that final Band-Aid pull, it's just too much for her to bear because she
Rip
will
that
have to
bitch off.
face.
Right.
She'll have to face everything. She can't do that.
What is it there to face?
And she already left.
She out here wanting to be a single mama for whatever
She
reason.
don't wanna do that.
That's crazy.
I know, it's insane. My
Please.
kids are now sleeping on the project floor.
You know what?
Oh no.
What would you do if it's
That's not funny. That's not funny. Oh yeah.
Damn.
All right, brother Will. Thanks for letting us.
Man, that shit sucked, man.
Thanks for letting us into your story, but
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
sure.
no. You know the name.
I'm sure you know the name of this
All
show.
right, yeah,
Leo,
uh-huh.
what's the name of this show?
Don't text my ex. I ain't never talking to her again. No,
Correction
bullshit.
and-
The
No.
name of this show is Text with My Ex.
Yeah, man.
And you came on here willingly. And we appreciate how open
You ain't
were
texting.
with us.
You can find her and make a fake profile on Facebook on me or something like that.
I feel like you got
cool.
the number.
Yeah.
I ain't got it.
What you think, Nita?
I guarantee I'm blocked.
We won't
Let's
know
find
until
out.
we try.
Let's find out.
We won't know until we try, Leo.
All right, cool.
Leo.
Yeah.
Pull out this phone for us. What we want to do to our new listeners, what we
No,
do
we
here
don't
at
do
Text with
that.
My Ex, after we get to the bottom of this thing, we just want to send a friendly text to the ex. And, we just want to see if they're going to respond or not.
Yeah.
That ain't too bad, is it, y'all? Come on, y'all.
I don't think so.
Leo, you going to hand us over that phone or what?
This has been Leo with Text My Ex.
All right, Bill, You know, for all our viewers, we want to thank y'all for tuning in.
This is terrible, man.
For the nosiest hour on Mark Zuckerberg's internet from Text with My Ex. We want to bid you adieu. I'm J Rock, the devil on your shoulder. My host to the left.
Hey guys, I'm Nita Never the Problem.
And to our guest host, T, thanks for stopping in with us.
You're welcome. Bye, y'all.
And to our guest for this evening,
Hey,
Leo.
man, it's Leo, man. I'm not a narcissist. I don't care what that doctor say.
The doctor was right. And we out.